Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds 2, where we are here in Laplace's? We're here in a garden, the Order's garden here on Cloister, and we were exploring it a bit. It's been a couple weeks since I was last able to play, so just gotta refresh myself a bit on what we were doing. I think we were just exploring this place. We got a message from, well, not a message, but we made contact with a Sub Rosa spy, and apparently there's something wrong with the water here. So we're investigating that, as well as our main objective, which is, I think, to get help for this quest here, to get into the archives, which the Protectorate controls, which is not good. Hey, Dr. Elian.
I hope you have something challenging for me to cure.
Did I already talk to this lady? Open vendor.
Certainly. Looking for anything in particular?
I feel like I didn't talk to her, but there was, I did try to record maybe several days ago, and my power went off during recording, so I lost all of it, but I'm pretty sure, 110. The manual save one. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that explains it. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's supposed to have a conversation. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back where we started. And we're gonna explore. Yeah, because we have some Zeranium poison we gotta get rid of too. Hey, Dr. Elian.
The operating theater is not conducting viewing dissections at this time. That is not an invitation to return to your study and perform exploratory surgery on yourself or a willing volunteer, just to be clear.
I understand. You discourage intellectual curiosity? For shame.
There is curiosity and there is recklessness. I've learned not to trust the younger, more inexperienced members of our order to know the difference. But I trust you are here for a reason other than to discuss scalpel-happy novices.
I heard rumors of a drug in Laplace's garden's water supply. Know anything about it?
Obviously. Do you think we drink unfiltered snow melt?
No. I'm talking about a drug for regulating people's emotions, not filtration.
I'm quite sure I have no knowledge of what you're talking about.
Drugs in the water supply. As a doctor, shouldn't this concern you?
Are you feeling all right? Paranoia can be an early symptom of several more serious diseases.
Yeah, you don't have to sound so excited about that prospect.
Apologies. I have so little that meets the threshold of my expertise. But I should not be projecting my wish for a challenge onto a patient. Let's forget this conversation. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yeah, I've got some Zeranium poisoning. Can you heal that for me?
Evidently. Seeing as you do not appear to be a resident of the garden, however, I will have to charge you.
That's fine. How much? 150? It's not bad health care prices, to be honest.
You should notice an immediate improvement. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
So what you got?
That is best answer through observation. Here, have a look.
Okay, yeah, see, there's a couple things we bought, too. We bought this Pinnacle Perfume Mega, which heals 560 health over duration, which I believe is better than what we were using. And we got this trauma kit, too, obviously. All right, let's go ahead, go in here. Yeah, this one does 440, so this is the better one, 560. Put that on. Lovely. Go ahead and loot all this stuff. It's strange that still had some loot in it.
Hey, I observed that.
My bad. I kind of forgot. Wait, this wasn't stealing though, was it? I guess that was trash. I'm allowed to steal from the trash. I'm very sorry. Can I apologize to someone? I really didn't mean it. Hey.
I observed that.
Internal records classify you as a figure of ill repute, and with a significant backlog of fines.
Allow me, child. I have a familiarity with order procedures. Such an unproductive misuse of time. I request we dispense with this matter in the interests of the equation and all who serve it.
But yes, quite right. The equation must take precedence. All charges shall hereby be purged from you and your companion's permanent record to avoid further distraction.
Glad my decades wasted outwitting petty bureaucrats weren't utterly in vain. But let's not overplay that option.
Well, it worked out. Okay, cool. Glad you're with me, Marisol. And picking up or looking at that person's inventory, not inventory, the shop, reminded me that we were going to do some modding. We're gonna go ahead and break down all our junk. And I think I broke down all of our crappy stuff too. Oh, it's gonna take forever. I remember it taking forever. Okay. Because I have to have this voltage plasma. Nah, I don't need it. Okay, anything that's not gold gets destroyed. I don't know if this is actually the best use. I mean, it's just my, you know, long years of playing RPGs tell me that if it's not the highest rarity, it's not going to be better than anything that's the highest rarity. But I suppose there's always a chance that like some of these might have have mods that I can't make yet, or maybe won't ever learn how to make. That might be beneficial. But to be honest, I'm not going to look through all of this for that. I was about to say it's not like we've been having that much problem in combat, but we actually have been having quite a bit of problem in combat ever since really Praetor with the gorilla chickens. I forget what they're called. But they were tough. There we go. I don't think we need to get rid of any of this stuff. We have all these mods. I don't use half of them. Junk we've already done. I think we're okay with that, though. Crafting. I don't really know. Consumables. Anything here we want to make? I guess we probably need some more short rounds. Yeah, we got plenty of these. Just go ahead and max it out. Oh, I guess there's not like a max. But that's okay. Compact rounds. I don't think so. I think we're good there. Oh, that's good. Armor mods. I do think our current armor needs a mod. Right? Yeah, we're missing a mod on this. Everything else has a mod besides emergency stop, but I don't think we have any good mods to put on it, like even create. Our Goomerang could use a mod too. I'm not really sure what kind of weapon. Maybe like a science weapon? Is that what this is technically? Or is it a bio weapon? Is that what that... I don't know. I'm not sure. We can take a look though. But we've got the extra holster, which we might get rid of that, to be honest. I think I might rather have like an extra primer. I think that could be more fun. And we'll just stick with the emergency stop and I guess the Goomerang until I really get a new pistol. I really need a new pistol, but maybe I could get a different mod for this. I really would like a new pistol. Like reflex sights and advanced mag, increased magazine capacity and reload speed, and adds penetration through soft targets. I do like it. This gun seems so powerful though, like it's hard not to want it. And then obviously we got our rifle. Well, let's see. So armor mods, what do we want for our suit of armor? 10% of max health as temporary health upon entering combat. That's actually pretty nice. I don't really care for these like type resistances. Just straight 10% damage resistance is probably pretty good. This is actually pretty... Emergency deflectors could be really good because we're always using our gadget. Immunity to in-ray side effects. That also could be pretty good right now. Self-repairing armor grants 5 armor. After taking moderate damage, the bonus is temporarily removed. The bonus is reapplied after not taking any damage for 3 seconds. That could be good. 20% of incoming damage to the player is split. Now my companions have a hard enough time surviving. Okay, I'm between emergency deflectors. I think I can get emergency deflectors. Make me one of those. Oh, we have utility. Oh, these are for my helmets. also have a couple other things. Let's see. Breakdown kit, 10% chance to gain bonus resources and breakdown. Cloak driver. After successfully killing someone with a sneak attack, become camouflage. Okay. Extra holster, extra primer. We already have one of those. We don't need to make another. Additional grenade slots, kinetic pulse redistributor. When damaged by an enemy in melee. Nah. Reflective amplification plating. While affected by a damage type debuff, you emit damage of that type. Okay. Rejuvenating converter. 20% of incoming damage removed from toxicity. 20%. 20% of incoming damage is removed from toxicity. That sounds really amazing if I'm feeling that if I'm feeling that correctly. Right? So like anytime I take damage, I'm removing some of the toxicity I've built up. That actually sounds really good. Because that's one of my big limitations is like I get so toxic. Interesting. What does this do? Weak spot attacks on automex inflicts scramble. We're pretty good against automex with our rifle. Companions gain 20% damage resistance while the player is below 50% health. Zeranium filters. Zeranium poisoning is gained 50% slower. Good mass distributor. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think we have one of these. I'm going to use that, I think. And then others, we don't have any others. Weapon mods. So we have one of all of these. Shock rifle. Reinforced barrel. We need more Urslug tooths. Whenever we get those. We have no underbarrel recipes. I'm surprised how few recipes we have. Do I need to like really go through all the merchants again? Are there should I be checking every vending machine we go to? Maybe I should have been. Yeah, see, this adds explosive rounds. I don't think we want explosive rounds on our rifle. Plasma pistol advanced. We have one of those. Okay. We have one of all of these. Really, we only want to make something if we don't already have one of them. Which we have all of those. Inhaler, Breath of Glory Gold. Miscellaneous. Sure. Let's get 20 mag picks. Okay, well. So our armor, this is what we're wearing. We're going to put on emergency deflectors. There we go. And then weapon. Yeah. It's the only thing we can put on it. Don't have anything for that. Where's my pistol at? Can we not mod that pistol? We really need a pistol. I need a pistol, guys. Okay, I wanted to put on rejuvenating converter for this. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna have to be good enough. I'll have to see how good those feel. Alright, let's keep exploring. Gonna drop a save. So we got an upstairs over there. It's probably where we have to go. Let's check out this garden area. Little park area. Oracle Laureate Leslie Beckett. Good old relaxing deep breathing, huh?
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general direction. Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna discharge my sputums wherever I want to, sir. You got a problem with my secretions?
As a natural byproduct of human physiology, no, of course not. As a vector of disease transference, most assuredly, yes.
Fair enough. Finally, someone who understands. Thank you.
I can tell by your general pallor that you, too, may be playing host to some terrible microorganism. Condolences. And please breathe in that direction if you don't mind. But now, where are my manners? I've altogether failed to introduce myself. Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis, and not terribly good at informal introductions, evidently.
Always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of a fellow academic.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin microbiome free of exogenetic cells. You understand?
That's why I wear gloves.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the agent we've
As
been
do you.
expecting. I knew loitering at this location would yield results. I don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance?
Maybe if you describe one, I'll remember.
Excogitation chapels are order residencies where one can meditate in solitude on specific theorems relating to the plan. They're scattered all around Cloister. Prior to the war, such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the last of these recordings.
You mentioned breakthroughs. Like what?
All confidential, I'm afraid. Many are still under peer review, but I can assure you, their value is commensurate with, the discovery of gravity, or has the potential to be.
Say no more. I'm on the case. I'll hunt down these audio logs for you.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly ask you to endanger yourself by seeking out these logs. Cloister is rather treacherous, and some of the chapels are difficult to reach by design. However, if you happened upon these chapels and recovered these logs, I would most certainly be interested in their contents. By my reckoning, the amount of logs to be collected is 4. You have that? 4. No more, no less. Each chapel should have at least one somewhere inside.
While I have you, there's something else I'd like to discuss.
I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
You have a spy in Laplace. No. Can you speak to rumors about an experiment involving the garden's water supply?
How do you know about that? I mean, that is quite the allegation. I deny it effusively.
Effusively? That was convincing. Care to try again?
First, answer me this. What is your interest in this matter?
I like kicking over rocks and seeing what's wriggling underneath.
As much as I relish the idea of entrusting a stranger with sensitive and potentially incendiary information, I shall have to decline further comment. Perhaps if you were to help me out with recovering those logs I asked for, I could be more amenable to sharing knowledge, but let's put a pin in that for now, shall we? If there's nothing else, I would like to return to my deep breathing exercises.
I have some general questions, actually.
Don't we all?
I trust you heard about Wiley's takeover of Alexandra's monastery? Any thoughts on that?
Nothing beyond what I already included in my 165-page summary of the incident. Why do you ask?
Wiley was one of your seers. Don't you feel a little responsible for what happened?
Of course I do. That is precisely why my energy is better channeled toward the future, to ensure such tragic events never happen again. Landon Wiley was afflicted by that which strickens all scholars, the desire to effect change, to advance the plan at any cost. Were his methods wrong? Unequivocally. Should he have come to me with his concerns? Undeniably. But was his conclusion categorically sound? That remains debatable.
Well, his plan did fail. I'd say that's a pretty strong condemnation of his math.
Generally, yes. Although it's important to remember that unexpected outcomes can still arise from failed experiments. But let's move on to other topics, please. All this fractious talk is giving me a stomachache, and... Oh, I just got rid of the last one.
Tell me more about Laplace's garden.
Oh, the garden is a marvel, isn't it?
It is.
A prime example of how this colony could function if led by science and rationality instead of fear and oppression. Everything within the garden was meticulously selected by a committee of the Order's best archivists to provide for mental clarity and focus. My word, you should have seen the debates over the shrubbery. I've never witnessed such passionate discourse over foliage of all things.
Can you tell me more about the Order's history on Cloister?
And what a history it is. The Order of the Ascendant, along with the Archive, has been headquartered on this moon since the founding of the colony. It was given to us by the matriarch herself. She understood how vital our contributions would be to Arcadian society, which some have forgotten. It is why we're here, in fact. Cloister has two things in abundance: ice and geothermal power. Both made it the ideal location for the archive, and we've utilized its vast computational power ever since.
Shame you don't have access to it now.
Indeed. It's been a favorite bone fought over by the dogs of war, but I have every confidence it will end up back under Order control sometime in the next year. Or 7.
Talk about something else.
What other stray inquiries occupy your mind?
I need to gain access to the archive. Any thoughts on how I can do that?
Impossible, I'm afraid. The Protectorate is rather well entrenched at present, and nothing short of an all-out siege is likely to dislodge them. If you're determined, I recommend consulting with the presiding bishop on the matter. She can tell you more.
I'll be back. I liked Leslie. I liked him. Good guy. What do you say, out of all the places we visited so far, I think this is the place I'd want to live if I was in this colony.
For pity's sake, is it the pump or the sealant?
Not just because I have found the Order to be my preferred faction of the three. It's just a really nice place. I mean, it's a big greenhouse. I've always wanted a greenhouse. I've always wanted to get into gardening, but I have not ever actually done it. Well, I mean, besides for work, I've worked in greenhouses before, but never had my own personal one. Anyway, Novice Point. You have been assigned the honorable duty of fountain repair. The fountain is more than a water feature. The fountain is a metaphor for Laplace's garden. When it springs, the garden flourishes. When it goes dry, the garden wilts. Repairing this fountain will be the apex of your achievement. A one-man battle against the scourge of imperfection. We expect great things from you. No pressure.
Industrial science is mostly theory, they said. You won't have to put your knowledge into practice for years, they said. Now the fountain's broken and I can't... Useless. I'm useless.
Hey, man. I'm sure you aren't useless. A little overly fretful, maybe.
Am I fretting? No. No one in the garden frets. Why would they? Well, there was Roberto. But then he was assigned to the delegation and... Should have been back by now, actually.
Back to the problem at hand. What seems to be the issue?
We had an avalanche recently, not far from the dome. One of these fountains stopped working around the same time. Stands to reason something must have been jostled loose. I recently placed into the industrial sciences, so I've been entrusted to fix the issue. But I've never had to put my knowledge into application before. It's not going well.
So one of the fountains stays broke. Why should that matter?
The garden is supposed to be perfect, not a stem or stamen out of place. Lack of perfection betrays carelessness, negligence, imprecision. It's basic causal inference. If I can't nip this issue in the proverbial bud, who knows what might happen as a result?
It's a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
Pressure keeps undisciplined minds out from positions of greater authority. That's just basic academia.
Well, I wish I could help you, but I'm afraid it's outside my wheelhouse. I only get 2 perks per, or 2 skills per level, and, well, a lot of skills to choose from, my friend. Sorry.
No, of course. You must have business, and I ought to return to my efforts. Idle minds fail to endeavor, and all that.
And all that, indeed. Engineering step. Oh, well, I guess. Ah, oh, jeez. Oh, my God. There we go. Not stealing. Oh, I can actually go all the way up here. What do we have here? Oh, I was expecting there to be some sort of secret. Yeah, remember, we can't swim. Don't go jumping in the water. You don't know the depth of. Ooh, another one of these. Have no fear. The first cave dwellers to stand upright and peer into the night sky must have been afraid, for they could not perceive their place in the universe as we perceive ours. When you look upon the expanding rifts, do not fear. The rift is a part of the same universal equation as the fragrant flower, the lowly sprat, and you. We are all insignificant variables in the perfection of the cosmos. Instead of dread, choose delight. Instead of fear, choose wonder. It's not the most... It's not the worst advice you can give somebody, you know? I do think having wonder versus fear is probably a better emotion to grow. Cultivate. Use all my garden metaphors. While we're in here. Alright, what do we got going on over here? Whole lot of nothing.
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
Oh yeah?
Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. Leave. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Okay. What about non-residents? Probability enhancer. Nice helmet, buddy. I better get one of those. Now you guys look badass. Who? Vicar? Lorient Alden Levin. What's up?
Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's choice would be over. Dreadful, you know. Positively dreadful. How the peace talks were interrupted. I felt our 2 delegations were making real progress.
Are any negotiations still happening?
Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself.
How'd you learn I was the one who saved you?
While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my Order, wounded and dying. He sought to unburden himself, now convinced Wiley's calculations were wrong. He told us all about that terrible De Vries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. Well, I think that's what he said. There was quite a lot of gurgling. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Had she succeeded in assassinating us, it would have terminated any hope for peace.
I'm not entirely convinced the 2 groups being allies is what's best for Arcadia.
Caution is the sign of a rational mind, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Would it help to know that I have the utmost faith in our bishop to convince Auntie of the error of her corporate ways? But before you
No,
answer,
that would not help.
allow me to further delineate the potential requirements of this task. To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces.
Well, I mean, it does seem like the Protectorate is done for. They don't have a leader that I think is going to last longer than a generation, right? Because this guy, the consul, is not connected to the matriarch at all, through blood, and he's destroyed the mind of the sovereign. So that's not happening. I suppose there's a chance we could save the sovereign's family, right? I mean, we do know that they can still be alive in the rift because we undid the rift that the cultists were at, and the cultists were there and then attacked us and died. But as soon as the rift closed again, they disappeared. So I wonder if there's any way to get him back out of the rift. I don't know that much, but they could be alive still, his family. So, and he had a daughter, I'm pretty sure, right? So they could have another sovereign and her, if we could save her. But again, that's a big if, and even doing so to get rid of the consul will probably leave the Protectorate extremely weakened at that point. And I don't think us as a single person would be able to stop either Auntie's Choice or the Order from just taking over from there eventually. So I think the Protectorate's done. So if we're going with that rationale, what would be best for Arcadia? A single Auntie's Choice ruling, a single Order ruling, or a combination of the two ruling? I really hate Auntie's Choice. I don't think they're good for any colony. However, if Auntie's Choice sort of corporate flaws could be tempered with Order logic, then maybe science and capitalism working together. It's probably a pretty big ask too. His idea that his comment about like, oh, the Archbishop's ability to sway Auntie from her corporate ways. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I find that highly unlikely to happen. So, I mean, I think what would be best for the colony and maybe the galaxy as a whole. It's hard to really say because I'm still a bit iffy on like the political structure of the galaxy. They haven't really ever delved into that too much, as far as I'm aware of. But I think it'd probably be best if it's just the Order alone, and we don't give Auntie's Choice any more power than they already have, because they already have a ton of power. I think that's probably better for the galaxy. So, but we should keep the option available. So let's say I help. What do I get out of this?
For one, having the allied might of their forces at your back when facing down the Protectorate. If that's not sufficient, perhaps some additional incentive could also be provided. And if you might consider an appeal to your better nature, ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order would have untold benefits for all Arcadia.
Okay. Sounds worth it, I guess. I'm in.
Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging, to debate with.
Oh, really? Okay.
Attention Order Acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich form.
Luckily for them, I am an expert at speech. Hello, guys. What we got going on in here? Door to our left, door to our right. Let's go left first. What we got going on in here? Okay. Is this stealing? It's not. I will take it then. Nothing like some free drinks, you know? Alright, anything down here? No. Interesting that everything does look like a storage room. That's stealing. I don't get it. Okay, we also have an upstairs that looks locked. Oh, a little balcony area. This is nice. Who are you? Enola Craft.
A visitor. It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
I received a message that Ruth was indisposed and to speak with you in her stead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
I'm the most important individual. Yeah, I am the main character. In that case, I'd best find a way to make myself useful to her.
You either already know that the Order is the sole institution capable of saving Arcadia, or you're particularly inclined to ingratiate yourself to me. Either is acceptable. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt.
I haven't decided how I feel yet. I just want to talk to Ruth.
Well, I hope you'll see in time. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order, but I cannot entrust it with just any come-by-chance outsider. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon Ruth may be malicious. Prove yourself to me first, then we may discuss the rest.
Okay. You seem a little young to be in charge of an army.
That would be because I am. 3 years ago, I was 5th in succession as Artificer Laureate. Then Auntie's Choice invaded. I leave the inference as to what transpired to you, but I believe I was chosen to make the difficult decisions and to remove the hurdles from the Order's path to enlightenment. In fact, one such hurdle is at the forefront of my mind. Cultists have come to infest Newton, an important Order heritage site. I have wanted them gone for months.
If it bothers you so much, why haven't you already taken it back?
Newton's value is purely spiritual. It contains nothing of strategic value, nor is it a useful staging point. It pains me, but I can't allow myself to commit resources to it. I can, however, commit personal funds and personal favors to individuals ready to weigh the numbers on our side. Journey to Newton. Eliminate the cultists to a person. Then we may speak of getting you an audience with Ruth.
What's the significance of this heritage site, anyway?
Newton contains the 6 Pillars Chantry, which was one of the first temples founded after Arcadia's colonization. It's over 100 years old. The cultists are likely profaning it. But even if they aren't, I don't want them there. Our loss of Newton is symbolic. If we cannot protect it, how can we protect Arcadia?
You got yourself a deal.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
We should collect Azza from the ship first. Unless you don't want the benefits of her inside knowledge of the cult.
You don't have to convince me. I definitely want her knowledge. Although my estimations of her have gone down a little bit. I don't really know why. She hasn't changed. Maybe it's just that's why she hasn't changed much.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
Yeah. So that's where we gotta go for that. Or maybe my appreciation of Niles has just increased over time. My buddy Niles. That's probably what it is, more than Aza being less liked. Hello, who are you?
Hello, stranger.
Hell yeah.
Mercenary. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Any undue rage you note in my tone is not at all related to the recent coup in my beloved protectorate. I do so dearly love residing in a nest of traitors, waiting for them to capitulate, unable to aid my fellows at home. It is truly a wonderful feeling.
You're waiting for the order to capitulate to the consul?
The consul is the worst traitor of all! In short, no. No, the order must capitulate to the sovereign. Only execution awaits the consul, and all others shall regain their senses.
I like this guy.
All this is beyond my purview, I remind myself. I must remain focused on the order.
That coup was a pretty nasty surprise, huh?
I've proudly served the Protectorate my whole life. Now look at it. Traitors from without, traitors from within. It's enough to make an old man despair. That consul, I never trusted that miserable bastard. His betrayal is so galling, I'd almost care to join the armed forces to bring him to justice myself. But my hands quaver with age, and the Sovereign has tasked me with my own duty. I must see it to completion before all else.
I didn't expect to see anyone from the Protectorate in the heart of the Order territory.
I am not just anyone. The duty of a liaison is of the utmost importance, requiring due diligence and delicacy. Though I suppose it a mite strange that this task fell to me, as I'd urged the vehement tanning of any wayward body bent on disrespecting the Protectorate, which would now include the Protectorate at large. Madness. Slandering my beloved sovereign, following that feckless consul, makes my blood boil.
I'm willing to follow this guy just because of his voice, to be honest. Follow him to the end of time. Didn't see this coming.
I had reason to suspect the consul for some time, but this is beyond the range of simple suspicion. Some subjects had begun to doubt the Sovereign's ability to lead as his father had. But I did not expect them to turn so openly. Anyone who didn't side with the Sovereign will pay, sooner or later. You may count on it.
If you hate the Order so much, what are you doing here?
Hate is an inaccurate phrase. I find them arrogant and exasperating. Without the Protectorate, this little organization would have no holdings to squat in. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious toddlers back into the Protectorate fold. Unfortunately, my time here has taught me that only mass death has the power to change the local hearts and minds. Perhaps enough will be alive to save afterwards.
I thought with your name, I'd figure you'd be more friendly or polite, diplomatic.
Listen, you. The Protectorate does not do delegation. The Protectorate has a will that must be upheld. My presence here is a display of more faith than these fools deserve. Niceties are irrelevant and likely detrimental to the task at hand. I am here to make the Order see the error of their ways. All other particulates are frivolous.
I'll be going now. All right. Just kind of hoping he'd give us like a quest to help the Protectorate. A little sad that there's not like any pro-Protectorate path, it seems like. Not that I necessarily would join them, although I think I've made my opinion on the matter clear, even though I don't think it's necessarily what the Earth Protectorate would want, or Earth Directorate would want. I feel like, you know, this is their sovereign land. And especially now that we know the Protectorate, you know, sort of agreed to them having control of this colony. I know that was a while ago in probably different Earth Directorate leadership, but still. I feel like if it was up to just Felix, he would restore the Sovereign and help out the Protectorate. But it's not. It's not entirely. Or I guess it is, but he doesn't have that option. Okay, we did everything in here, right? Alright, we gotta help out this guy first. Right, I'm pretty sure. And he'll help us with the drug problem. Alright, let's go get Ava. Asa. I'd also love it if there's more Spacer's Choice stuff going on in the game. Maybe when we go to Auntie's ship, there'll be something with Spacer's Choice. Because I don't remember if this is actually true, but just by name, just by the names, I liked Spacer's Choice more than Auntie Cleo's in the original game. I love this planet. I love the snow. This is not the way I want to go. I want to go up this way. There we go. I guess we should just fast travel that. That's faster, huh? Incognito. Trust your auntie. Auntie's choice is the best choice. Did we get any keys? Still need 2 more. Okay. Niall, sit out. Asa with us. Okay. Real quick, where do I have to go for your quest? Must be somewhere in the Sentinel's headquarters, but it says nowhere. She suggested heading to the communication building with the desk to trace Dagmar's whereabouts. Discovered that Dagmar, the exalted leader of the cult, betrayed Asa. Praetor. Okay. Now yours is on Cloister. Right? Yeah, it's down there. Okay, so... this is our main quest, right? No. Well, kind of. I think this is the main quest. Okay, well, let's go down here, help with Marisol's quest. You can go ahead and fast travel here. Get us a little closer. All right. Make sure we're all charged up. Oh yeah, we don't have a third slot anymore. What did I put on this? Oh yeah, the rejuvenating converter. Okay. We want this here. And I really hope we find a pistol. I might look up to see if there's like any cool pistols I've missed or could find somewhere. Because I really wanted to have like a gunslinging pistol character. And I haven't found any good pistols since the very first gun we found. It's a bit sad. And I guess the coolest rifle or the best rifle we found was also very early on. I haven't really found a whole lot of upgrades. There have been other cool weapons like that electric machine gun we got. It was really cool. The Goomerang is good as well. I wouldn't necessarily call it cool, but it's a good weapon. The shrink weapon is fun too, but yeah, it's just we found some interesting melee weapons. I feel like a lot of the weapons came from Paradise Island though. I feel like it's dropped off a bit since we left that first planet. Alright, it's all stealing. Okay, so from here... Map. Okay, we got a road down here. I guess we'll go through the trenches. And just check out the trenches. Because it looks like it wraps around.
Captain. I fear I have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I have found being present on Cloister
underwhelming. We've heard that one.
What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The protectorate subjects raising our research? I sincerely...
Where's this go? Oh, it just goes back up here. I do like the trenches. It's cool that they're still using them. I guess they're using them in Modern War still, too. With the Russian invasion. Pretty sure there's trench warfare going on there. There has been. Kind of, I've been keeping up with it as much as I did the first couple years. All this is stealing. All this theft. What do we got up here? Gotta say, this is reminding me of Hoth. Everything reminds me of Star Wars, though. A bit obsessed. A bit obsessed. Don't even know why I'm looking. It's all stealing. Should have been a thief character.
I can't stomach these filthy creatures. Go away, go away. There's someone else.
Nah, they like you, man. What do we got down here? There's more things that I can steal. Field medic. Strange that the field medic is like right at the front. right where all the presumably any attacks would come from. The bulge. Excuse me. Let me see the bulge. Battle of the Bulge.
I feel like I'm going to succumb to panic.
All of you reinforcements from Laplace's garden are acting like scared little sprats. A life of luxury has weakened your resolve.
Sir, if you make me go out there, I fear I may tear my own eyeballs out. There's something not right with me. It's as if everything has become inexplicably wrong.
Your eyeballs, huh? One of the other Laplace reinforcements tried to rip his own skin off. What did they do to all of you up there?
At first I thought I was just gonna be like some bit of fun and banter, but maybe that has to do with the drugs. Interesting. I do like how this planet, we got some signs of battle going on in places.
Stay focused. Keep your head down. Breathe. Recite pi to 1,000 digits to calm yourself. What do you think those Protectorate subjects are doing over there?
Probably genuflecting to the Sovereign.
Yeah, genuflect.
Whoever pops their head up will find themselves suddenly deceased.
Okay. Guess we'll go check this out and then we'll go down there. What are these things? Oh, these are dragoons. They've been like iced over. That's cool. I like it. What are these things? These aren't like those little chapels that they're talking about, are they? They just look like more like their power stations.
Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated,
Do I hear
the weather has iced
hammering
over the bolts.
from the other
They
station?
require the application
Don't
of concussive
question it.
force before
Just
they
be
can be
glad I brought a
manipulated.
My point.
You guys should probably talk to each other about this stuff.
Fingers, I would not need to repair the input panel to begin with.
Okay, where's the road at? Is this the road? Yeah, it's the road. Yeah, what do we got over here? We got enemies, but we've got... What do we got? Protector upholders. Okay, let's drop a save. We'll end the episode with taking out this base. Okay, we got mines off the path. Where is this person?
Standing by to stupefy.
Moving in.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Aggressor at hand. Target reacquired.
Where are they? Got him. Watch out. Reloading. Cover me. I'll get him. I'll hit him one of these days. What the? There we go.
Reviving me is strategically optimal.
I got you. I got you.
Thank you, Tika.
Show yourself.
Throwing energy your way.
There we go.
That big building across the street before they open the gate. They must key it there.
That went pretty well, except for that part where I missed the guy like 20 times. He's right next to me. We got some POWs here. Keep them warm. I'll help you guys out.
It's clear. Go, go, go.
Come on, guys. Get on out of here. You're welcome. Gonna pick up all this stuff. Private Officer Log, Captain Drimsley IV. My usual day-to-day has gotten rather strange of late. Recently, I've had an influx of new recruits in the form of demoted officers accompanied by explicit instructions that they should fight on the front lines. Additionally, the usual sign-off and paperwork around such has been waived. This is concerning, to say the least. Every time I try and examine these issues more closely, the Consul's new administration prevents my investigation at every turn. Asking the demoted officers what happened generally results in a quick shake of the head and a paling of the skin. They all very obviously have a vested interest in not talking about it. Law. I don't want to say that my faith in the Protectorate has been shaken, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that the current turn of events has left me uneasy. For the time being, I'll hold off on further questioning, lest I wind up as a new recruit in some other officer's camp. Yeah. Things are going pretty bad in the Protectorate now. Pretty bad indeed. I think it is only a matter of time before they're defeated. Unless the Consul has some, like, sort of secret weapon that he plans on using against the Order in Auntie's choice. Which I bet is a possibility. Maybe the Rift themselves. Glorious Dawn threat warning. Attention all Protectorate forces. It has come to Command's notice that the Glorious Dawn has created a secondary camp to the south of Spiriton. Though there may be similarities between the two cults, the Glorious Dawn are not to be confused with the more mundane traders who comprise of the ranks of the Order of the Ascendant. They are far more violent and unstable, often throwing themselves at the guns of their enemies, with little regard for their own lives. Extreme caution is advised. Praise the Sovereign, Warden Hilkins. Alright. Is that what this place is called? Spiriton? It's set to the south, so maybe down there there's some Order stuff going on. Then we got a sealed door over there that we're gonna have to open up. Oh. We gotta find another way into here. Underneath? Oh yeah. Always a way. No idea what the point of the music boxes is. I'm guessing they're just good junk. Alright, back down we go. Is there a way under this one too? No. Got some shells though. Alright, is this locked or is it sealed? What we need to eat? Locked. Not anymore. Okay, is that it? Alright. Just got this building over here. Oh, a couple of bodies too. Okay, and two more buildings. Someone has a yellow. Oh, it's a broken door over there. Got a workbench here. Sprat, boneless. Say boneless sprat, boneless skinless, boneless and skinless. Okay, how are we gonna get through this door? Might not be able to. Really should have gone with engineering, huh, instead of stealth, I think. Oh well. Watch that be the one with like the really good loot. Okay, we got some bloody body over there. Some bloody body. Alright. Another one over there, yeah. Got a whole bunch of bodies. Yeah, we'll loot them up. Might as well. Oh, some Zeranium over here. Never a good sign. Whew. Got too close there. Okay. Could probably just take the road down there. But I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. I'm just going to get this body lying over here first. Well, a couple of them. There we go. All right, guys. We're going to wrap the episode up here. In the next episode, we'll continue down the path here to Marisol's quest. We've also got this quest too. Regal gifts for an indiscriminate void. Locate the Mangler. I think that's a bounty. So we'll get those two done. And I guess we'll... And there's a lot to explore down here. We'll go check out what this building is and what all this stuff is as we make our way back over here to take care of a Newton and eventually make our way all the way over there to take care of that, which I think is another bounty. And whatever this is. Looks like it's a cool place. Got like an ice lake or something over here. Or just water. That'd be cool. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.